This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Scam investigations take a decisive turn. CBI hits the city with a fresh wave of raids. Politicians, businessmen, priests and aides find themselves in the fold. Critical developments these. And in the latest, Father George, the founder of the NGO In News Tamil Mayam, sidesteps questions about his political connections and affiliations. It might be late in the evening, but the action hasn't stopped. And NDTV Hindu has been getting you the latest. A very good evening to you once again. And welcome to Late Night News with me, Ashmit. Let's take a look at other stories making headlines. 34 CBI raids in Tamil Nadu and Delhi on the 2G spectrum scam. Corporate lobbyist Neera Radia's homes and offices raided. Incriminating documents are found. Are these just the first links to Kanimuri? Father Gaspar's NGO raided. Was the money diverted here?
I think I've said what.
Now, how do you explain the fact that you've been openly pro-Raja? You've been openly anti-2G scam? How do you explain?
I've said.
Kamraj of Nakiran, former Tri Chief Pradeep Baijwal raided. Hawala dealer Mahesh Jain also raided. Egg on DMK hurts Karnataka. Party unhappy with news of raids and Kanimuri's alleged connection.
Buck does not clearly stop at Raja. It goes far beyond to the first family of Karunanidhi.
Raids too little too late, says the BJP. The trail will lead to Karunanidhi's house, says the AIADMK. Former Chief Justice of India Balakrishnan says no mention of Raja. Just Gokhale says he did mention A. Raja, tried to influence the judge.
What is your links with the scam, sir?
See, Tamil Mayam is a very visible organization. It does some of the very popular and very meaningful programs in the city. And media is aware that we also associate with both political people and social people. So in this connection, actually CBI wanted to see our records. How do we run these events and where do we get the funds from? They were extremely decent, and I have great respect for CBI, which is one of the, I think, in my opinion, one of the very, very professional agency of this country. So they wanted to see our records, particularly to see the source of funds to run some of the well-known programs which we do in the city. They were very decent. We cooperated, right. And that's all.
But how do you explain the fact? How do you explain the fact that you have been
because you are because you are associated with top politicians, you are dragged into this, father.
Yeah, how do you explain the fact that you have been openly pro?
I think I've said what.
Now, how do you explain the fact that you've been openly pro-Raja? You've been openly anti-2G scam? Yeah, how do you explain?
I've said.
That was Father Gaspar for you, founder of the NGO in question, Tamil Mayam, coming out of the marathon interrogation session by the CBI, seen sidestepping critical questions about his political affiliations and connections, yet managing a smile. Now, he was interrogated at length by the CBI about his association with Kanimuri and the source of funding for the NGO. Now, if I may just remind our viewers that the CBI was probing at a donation to the NGO estimated to be nearly 600 crore rupees, courtesy of the powerful director, Kanimuri. Now, the first possible link that many suspected just may be out. Kanimuri's name has been attached to the 2G spectrum scam. Here is how. Kanimuri is one of the directors of the NGO Tamil Mayam. Now, today, Father Gaspar, the founder of the NGO, was raided and so were his offices. Now, boxes of documents have been seized. The NGO is now under the scanner and Father Gaspar Raj was interrogated for over 3 hours on the financial transactions of the company. Now, the trust organizes the Chennai Sangamam Festival and the Chennai Marathon every year. Father Gaspar, as we said earlier, is known to be close to Raja and also several other top DMK members. And speaking of the political significance, DMK leader Kanimuri is one who too is known to have been sharing close ties with Father Gaspar. Now, a week after conducting raids at the residences of former Telecom Minister A. Raja, the CBI today carried out searches at the premises of corporate lobbyist Neera Radia and former TRAI chairman Pradeep Baijal in connection with the alleged 2G spectrum scam. Now, about 150 investigators of the agency swooped down at 27 places in Tamil Nadu and 7 in Delhi and began searches which included some auditors and accountants of the former Telecom Minister A. Raja, besides the premises of corporate lobbyist Neera Radia and former Telecom Regulatory Authority Pradeep Baijal. Now, Radia's office and her farmhouse in South Delhi were amongst the first of the premises searched by the CBI. The sources also added that some of the persons who had been closely associated with the handling of accounts and funds of Mr. Raja too were searched by the agency. So everyone at this point is wondering who are the big fish caught in the CBI's net today. Now, let me just play out a quick graphic for you. While Raja, Neera Radia and Kanimuri are obviously the 3 big people that the CBI would be looking out for, there are 5 men who are supposed to have links with Raja who have been interrogated. Now, you can see those names on your screen. Also being interrogated is Father Gaspar, who is a friend and business partner of DMK MP Kanimuri. Now, speaking of the 5 men linked to Raja, Kamraj, a journalist by profession, Ramachandran, an Anna University official, and Raja's elder brother, Sigamani, the son of Tamil Nadu's Higher Education Minister Ponmudi, Ganpati Subramaniam's Raja's and business aide, and Subudhu, a relative of Sadiq Basha, who owns Greenhouse Promoters and is Raja's business aide. Now, politicians, businessmen, journalists, and even an NGO, the CBI widened its net today. And how? And amongst those people raided by the CBI today, one man stands out quite clearly, Kamraj, the associate editor of Tamil magazine Nakiran. Now, Kamraj was in fact interrogated for a marathon 4 hours. He was taken to a bank in Adyar where his accounts have been frozen and his passport seized. Now, the CBI today whisked him away from his residence after raiding his house and took him to a private bank for interrogation. Speaking of raids, the CBI raided Raja's ancestral home in Perambalur. His accounts at the State Bank branch in Ariyalur, based on Raja's brother Kalia Perumal's agency, has been raided. Now, the agency is a dealer for a leading cigarette manufacturer. Now, the CBI scrutinized reports of transactions. Raids were also conducted at the home of Jafar Ali, the brother of Raja's business aide Sadiq Basha. The CBI has also raided the homes of real estate company Greenhouse Promoters branch managers Dinesh and David. Speaking of political reactions, and there have been many, the DMK chief M. Karunanidhi, sources say, is very upset. Now, that's not surprising. The last few days have been harrowing for the chief minister rather. Now, first came the news of raids at his confidant A. Raja's houses, and now his daughter Kanimuri, who still today supports A. Raja, has been dragged into the scam. Not directly though, although no connection of Kanimuri's so far has been established with the 2G scam. The raids almost upon the DMK's first family linked NGO is seen as a huge loss of face. Now, sources say that brothers Alagiri and Stalin are pretty upset with the way that the DMK and particularly Kanimuri's open support for Raja. Now, the opposition is perhaps only too happy. Now, speaking of the opposition, the AIDMK went one step ahead. In an exclusive interview to NDTV Hindu, Rajya Sabha MP says that the links and leads will lead directly to Karunanidhi's residence.
It is not only money trail, that is going to lead to the Nidhi trail, the Karunanidhi trail. In fact, we consider that the CBI raid today is probably a step in the right direction. And the next logical halt for this raid has to be CIT colony. That only will expose the extent of the trail, that will expose the thing. It will expose how one family had looted the country, and will also expose how people of this country have been taken for a ride. I said it's going in the right direction, but I have not said that it has completed its investigation. So let us see what further evidences the CBI is able to cull out. But ultimately, as my party General Secretary Purashit Alive said, the buck does not clearly stop at Raja. It goes far beyond to the first family of Karunanidhi. I mean, it's not even a peanuts when you consider the extent of the spectrum scam of 1,76,000 crores and odd, number one. And number two, but for the fact that the parliament was virtually stalled for the entire winter session, this amount of a pressure would not have been brought on the government for the CBI to raid Mr. Raja's, first of all to get Raja's resignation, then to raid his associates, his own house.
Now, the ruling party is not lying low. DMK spokesperson Khushbu has reacted to the CBI raids and again came out with some fiery remarks. Let's listen in.
So we all believe in that Raja is innocent and we believe in Raja. So I think till the complete investigations are over, people should understand that till convicted, till proved guilty, Raja is definitely innocent. And we all stand by that Raja is innocent.
We were also joined in our studios by Mr. Murari, a known political analyst, who gave us a sense of the political reactions that are expected post the CBI raids today.
Many say that this perhaps is only the beginning of the discovery, perhaps the fact that the links with the Rajya Sabha MP Kanimozhi, and she says she is not aware of the raids. Perhaps something more convincing could have been better. But what do you think? What is your assessment?
The links between Kanimozhi and Raja came to public domain when Radia tapes were leaked.
Correct.
It is now public knowledge that she lobbied for Raja, not just for berth in the cabinet, but particularly telecom portfolio.
Correct. And does that prove her connection with the scam?
No, one thing leads to another. Please remember, 2008 the scam started. We are talking about 2009 ministry formation.
Right.
So he was already under a cloud in 2008, 2009. 2009 January he allocated, and 2009 May, June was the ministry making. So she was already very much lobbying for him, and particularly this particular portfolio. And when it came to the crunch, she was even ready to opt out of the race so that he could get the berth. That right. Such is the closeness between the two.
Yes.
Closeness between the two. As for Father Jagat Kaspar Raj, it's quite well known that they two have been working together on this Chennai Sangamam and all that. Now she is also on the board, I am told, of Tamil Mayam, and obviously I think there is more to it than meets the eye. Probably this is Tamil Mayam is just hardly a kilometer from a residence, CIT
right.
colony residence.
Moving from one controversy to another, it's judge versus judge out in public eye. So who's right and who's lying? More on that in just a short while.